Okay, so in a previous video, I showed you how to forward email from your knoxcountycc.org email to knoxcc.org. And what I also want to now do is go one step further and show you within knoxcountycc.org how to create labels so those emails can kind of jump off the page, or you can at least separate those that are coming in. As you can see, I have one called E-Rate 2020. I have another one that's called Kathy. So anything that I get, I've created a rule in there, and that's what we're going to do is we're going to create a rule that says anytime an email comes in from our knoxcountycc.org address, that it is going to create and put a label on them. So let's just go ahead and let's dive right in. First thing you want to do is go up in the upper right hand corner, click the gear and go to settings. Then click filters and blocked addresses and scroll down to the bottom. You probably won't have to unless you've created other labels before, but maybe you have, maybe you haven't. But you're going to click create a new filter. Now, for this particular one, bear with me. This is not going to make a whole lot of sense, but just trust me, it works. So the way that you create this is you put any email coming into our mailbox at our knoxcc.org account. I want it to come when it's coming from my knoxcountycc.org email address. I want it to create a label. I know it probably sounds weird, and maybe it only sounds weird in my head, which doesn't shock me. It probably doesn't shock you either. But we're going to go ahead and create the filter, and we're going to apply to a new label. So go ahead and check this box, create a new label. And I label all my labels with an L. It's something I've done since 2012 when we started this process, and it seems dumb to me, but you don't have to do that. But what I'm going to do is just call it knoxcountycc.org, and I'm going to create my label. Now, also, I can also apply this to 24 matching conversations, but at this point in time, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to create my label. My label's been done. I'm going to go back to my inbox. And now, when I send an email or when I receive an email into Knox County, and I hit send, if we wait a second, there it is. And you'll see that it's also labeled it shows up as Knox County CC. The other thing that you can do is you can manage your labels down the left-hand side here, and you want this to be a different color. You can, sure as I say that, okay, get these three little dots over here and do your label color. So if you want this to, be a different color and kind of jump out, you can do that for sure. So now when I do that, it shows up with that color. Play around with it. There's other ways that you can do it. Like you can see, I do different things with labels, not just so they show up here, but also if there's emails that you either don't want to get or that, you can also move them directly to the trash, which is fun, but I don't recommend you doing that with your bosses or supervisors' emails.